Okay, this is Present and Future Company Excluded. We are at Matriarch's Mercy, and we are going to talk to Administrant Agarwal, who's just inside on the right.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, new arrivals. Of an independent operative nature, one presumes. Did the abbot assign you to help?
I was assigned something else, but seems you could use a hand.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are the first to notice. Infrastructure requests from the displaced exceed present resource capacity. The mounting accumulation of prevailing desideratum is regrettably beyond us. Or beyond me, more to the point. I am simply one person, impossibly stretched thin, and unable to attend to the needs of the displaced.
Where exactly do you need the most help?
One priority concern stands out. Well, something of a dispute, really. One where my latest near-future prognostics report may provide some guidance. Tell me, what do you know of the exclusion zone?
Talk to me like I'm not from around here.
Fair enough. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's Mercy, and rightfully off-limits. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
How is the exclusion zone dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, "An outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. We can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. Will you help us? Will you be our outside mediator, as was foretold?"
Sure. If you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. Feel free to speak with the voice of the displaced herself if you aren't already acquainted. Any questions before you get started?
Nope.
Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Okay, we're going to start by talking to the doctor.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Okay. Well, I have a question first. What do you think of conditions at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Okay.
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambing. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
All right. So we'll go do that right now. Where are we? This one.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The
Horst Lamping. It's right here.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Ew. Here's medicine.
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms.
Fake
Let's
symptoms.
see it then.
Here you go.
If it's all the same, I'll give it to someone in real need. I've got more practice ahead of me. Wouldn't want to spoil it by seeking treatment. You have my gratitude, stranger.
What do you make of the situation around camp?
I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders. It never ends.
All
You
right.
too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
All right, back inside. We've got someone else inside we can talk to.
The paradigm is a self-centered derivative take on the grand plan.
Provisioner Plotnick.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm afraid...
Wait. We have to talk to
The Protectorate have only
Chalkboard
been told
guy
a
first.
watered-down revision
Where's
of
Chalkboard
order
guy?
philosophy.
Talking to Chalkboard guy will let us talk to the
Thus,
Provisioner.
If we
So Chalkboard
and
guy
then
is
we
first.
solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
I meant to ask about the situation in town.
Distraction and I are old colleagues at this point. My part in these shared circumstances is admittedly somewhat unique. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
You think that's what the displaced refugees most need right now?
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
Maybe they all have pressing concerns. Oh, here we go. Bet the other 10% of the time they're asking if you can use the space.
I am sure
They
they
can use the
bear
space.
any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there.
Well, most people need more than medicine and water to be happy. Why not just let them move into the exclusion zone?
Surely you've heard our reasoning. I'd note by leaving the area fallow, we've lowered settlement productivity by 3.57%. We lower that more still to care for the displaced. Gladly. We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnick inside the lift building.
There we go.
Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time.
Now we can talk to Plotnick.
Then back to it I shall get.
All right, back inside.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Warrior Council.
Yes.
Archivist Widmark suggested I speak to you about your work.
Well, if the Archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sorry to say, but the displaced may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
I bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime, If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources.
All right.
Appreciate you respecting my time.
All right, so now let's go around to the right. Now, if you have Engineering 5 or Observation 5 and Brawny, you can look at this a little more. As it is, I can't see a whole
Shame
lot.
what happened there.
But she
The
will
whole
tell
thing.
me.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
That used to be more than debris. If you have Medical 3, you could probably ask her about her injury. Was anyone injured when it fell?
Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenburg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
So a bunch of displaced have been hurt doing this.
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
All right. You might be right. Be seeing ya. Okay. Injured. Displaced to become injured. Now, let's go talk to these guys. It's in Mudge. There's the main building.
Broke my nose last. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
I have no idea what either of you are talking about. Can you tell me something? Can you tell me anything about the situation in the settlement? These are Sub Rosa guys.
2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borst loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
All right. So we head down by the train cars.
Keep your lamps lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
Mathaper and Mudge sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins?
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in the camp, but you've answered my question.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a cicada to feed.
All right. Now let's go talk to the voice of the displaced.
Look, your nose was just a
Oh, we can talk to her. Let's talk to Vicar first.
Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
I was curious about the refugees.
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
What is the situation? Oh, do any of the displaced ever engage with you?
Oh, yes. Though I must admit, some looked quite startled when I spoke on our schism with the Protectorate earlier. In retrospect, I may have started to yell in my enthusiasm. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
That's how you've been helping the displaced? Talking at them?
As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
Keep up. Do you think people are listening?
Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, the knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions.
There we go. All right, let's talk to Rollo.
Oh, a visitor. Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
So you're fond of these personalized order predictions, are you? Some kind of personalized order prediction, I guess?
First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rollo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one. As a laugh, everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
How accurate would you say the order's predictions are?
If you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers? I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough.
Seem impractically vague.
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking.
All right.
I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
Okay. Now let's go talk to the voice of the displaced. Probably could have done that
We're
first,
not going
but
anywhere. Oh, Administrator Agarwal. Here to finally hash this out, are you?
if you talk to her before talking to absolutely everybody else, she'll tell you to go out and talk to everybody else and make your own opinion. So you didn't really miss anything by not talking to her before having spoken to everybody else.
This day would never come, and you must be the one everyone's talking about. The great mediator who was foretold.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
I'm ready to begin if you are.
Speaking as a representative of the Order, we will abide by the mediator's decision if you do the same.
Agreed.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands. Speak on then.
Okay. Rolo Nast taught me a bit about the Order's predictions and their
Did
usefulness.
He also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
No, but I did. He seemed convinced. He said they weren't always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them.
But our predictions are given to inform and protect, not to frighten. Forgive me. I do not mean to disrupt.
Vicar Orandy about her support for the displaced.
That missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them.
She values education, but I find her methods questionable.
Her mission is to uplift and enlighten.
She's indoctrinating, not helping us.
Indoctrinating with math.
Point taken.
Provisioner Plotnick informed me about Order efforts.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day.
Yes, I did.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnick is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Committed. She's a credit to the Order. Here, keeps Matriarch Mercy supplied except for space and building supplies.
If the Provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
Let's talk about the displaced and their
I'm all ears,
perspective.
Mediator.
I've heard about this business with the Sub-Rosa altercations.
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub-Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is
absurd.
Unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
Don't you? Overcrowding always leads to frustration.
Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it.
Spoke to the camp doctor about the health situation.
I understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
You have people living on top of each other, which is a public health disaster.
We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
I found evidence of a collapsed structure.
Collapsed? But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure. More of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Yes. These huts come crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established Order construction guidelines. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
I do rule for the displaced. The exclusion zone is theirs.
Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain, though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to worry, Administrant. The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here. You stay out of trouble.
Burst SMG as a reward. Alright. Burst SMG uses short rounds. Allows for one add-on and an optics. You can add a scope or something. Scope light. So there you go. What was that called? Alright, I don't know where it is. But there you go.